In almost every episode of Working Class Foodies, and pretty much any time I step foot in the kitchen, I'm followed around by two drooling dogs. But Humphrey and Frank rarely ever get to taste what we're cooking on the show. So this week, I'm making them homemade peanut butter oatmeal dog cookies.
This week on Working Class Foodies.
This week's next chef assignment came from Zach Young, a pastry chef here in New York and a contestant on the first season of Bravo's Top Chef Just Desserts. Zach wanted us all to make cookies, but to step out of the molds of our shows a little bit. And I immediately realized that even though my dogs are a big part of the show, we've never done an episode just for them. So this week's assignment was the perfect place to do that. Not only that, but these peanut butter oatmeal dog biscuits still fit the Working Class Foodies theme. It's a simple and affordable homemade recipe made from locally sourced ingredients. And the dogs love them. Seriously, these biscuits could not be easier to make. All you need is 1/3 cup of peanut butter, 1 1/3 cups of either milk, water, or broth, 2 cups of flour, and 1 cup of oats. First, preheat your oven to 350 and lightly butter 2 baking sheets. Then combine your dry ingredients, the flour and the oats.
I don't want to harass those security guards.
I use 2 cups of whole wheat flour, but you could use anything from all-purpose flour to bran flour to buckwheat flour to oat flour, or any combination thereof. Then heat up 1 1/3 cups of liquid over a medium-low flame. I use low-fat local milk, but you could use homemade beef stock, chicken broth, or even just water. When the liquid's hot, whisk in 1/3 cup of creamy peanut butter until it's well mixed in.
Maybe we'll make some money.
I used homemade peanut butter, which we showed how to make in this episode right here. When your peanut butter and milk, or broth or water, are completely mixed together, stir them into your oat and flour mixture. Stir together to form a dough, and add a little more flour if necessary if the dough is too sticky. Then lightly flour a clean work surface, turn the dough out onto the surface, and knead it for a few minutes to combine it all together. After you've kneaded your dough together, you can either pinch off pieces and roll them into little balls to make like little peanut butter oatmeal truffles, or you can roll the dough out to about 1/4 inch thick and cut out shapes using cookie cutters.
Back into the groove. I've learned.
Bake your dog biscuits for about 40 minutes and then let them cool completely before giving them to your dogs. You can also leave them out overnight to let them harden like store-bought dog biscuits. And that's it. That's all you have to do to make these homemade peanut butter oatmeal dog cookies. Like I said, it's a really simple recipe to make, and it's so basic that you can really adapt it any way that you like. For example, you could replace the peanut butter in full or in part with anything from a mashed banana to some unsweetened applesauce, some plain yogurt, a shredded carrot, or pureed pumpkin or sweet potato. Just keep in mind when you're cooking for your dogs, don't give them any ingredient they haven't had before because you don't know what they may or may not be allergic to. And if you don't have pets yourself, you can make these biscuits into a nice gift for any pet-owning friends you may have by giving the biscuits a little bit of an egg glaze before you bake them. It'll give them a nice sheen. The dogs won't care, but your friends will think they look amazing. So, thanks again to Zach Young for this great assignment. I hope you like this video, Zach. And I want to know from you guys, have you guys cooked for your pets before? If so, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you next week on Working Class Foodies.